I'm confused. Well, actually, more worried, but not surprised. If you read between the lines on all the content we're getting right now, all things are pointing to the Division 2 not being represented in Ubisoft Forward. Let's find out why. So remember this post The Division put out on Twitter? It says, tune in to Ubisoft Forward and learn what's coming in Year 6 for The Division 2. This caused tons of speculation. Will we actually get the details on Year 6 Season 1 at Ubisoft Forward? Will we get real details on the DLC? What about The Division 3? But what jumped out to me was, hey, did Ubisoft just silently cancel our Year 6 Season 1 reveal? You know, that 1 hour face-to-face time we get with the devs, which only happens once a season? Yeah. That's not happening. Granted, Ubisoft Forward is the day before the season is launching. That's happening on June 11th for The Division 2. So I get the scheduling conflict, but because of the size and broadness of the audience, I can't imagine the details that we would expect to see as part of Year 6 Season 1 reveal would be shared at this venue. Can you? We discussed this at length, and from the comments, a lot of the community expectations are low, predicting 3 to 5 minutes allocated to The Division 2 within the 1 hour Ubisoft Forward live event. I didn't think that prediction was too far off. I agreed with it. However, I have doubts that we're even going to see 3 minutes at the Ubisoft Forward event. Let me show you why. Over the last week, I've been following drips of clues that have been posted from various channels, all related to Ubisoft. Follow me here. So here's the trailer for the Ubisoft Forward event. I'll just go ahead and play it in the background. This is just a hype reel. So they're highlighting the big titles that would excite people and get them to come to the Ubisoft Forward event. Right? Sounds reasonable? I buy it. Fine. Let me know when you figure out what's not being shown in this highlight reel. So we see some Star Wars, we see X-Defiant, we see the new Assassin's Creed Shadows, and more of the same. Did you figure it out? Yeah, no Division 2. Fine, maybe the Division 2's title isn't exciting enough to put in the hype reel. I can live with that, but this is only one crumb. There's more. So I'm a Ubisoft partner and I will be co-streaming this event, and I'll be showcasing this on YouTube and Twitch. So be sure to follow me over there. Now, if you do, you're gonna be rewarded because we're gonna have Twitch drops active. So just a few hours ago, Ubisoft put up this post showcasing all the cool things you can earn just by tuning into my channel and watching Ubisoft Live, which is going to be about a 1 hour event. Let's pop in and take a closer look at that image. Cool, so watching for 15 minutes, you're gonna get a Rainbow Six Ultra Top Fan Charm. Watch 20 minutes, you get the Avatar Trinket. Watch for 30 minutes, you're gonna get the Outlaws Trailblazer Trinket. Watch for 45 minutes, you're gonna get the X-Defiant Eruption skin, as well as Skull and Bones Welcome Firework. And then watch for 60 minutes, you're gonna get Motorfest Alfa Romeo, you're gonna get a Valhalla gear set, as well as Assassin's Creed Shadows Trinket. Quick reminder, Ubisoft Forward starts on June 10th, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Did you notice? Did you notice what's not there? The Division 2. Huh, interesting. I mean, not all of these are new games, right? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Motorfest, but even Skull and Bones is getting love here. Yeah, it's newer than the Division 2, but come on. Here's the details from Ubisoft behind this, which is basically reiterating the same thing as that post. But in the bottom paragraph, it says, be sure to tune in early starting at 11:30 Pacific Standard Time to catch the 30-minute pre-show focusing on upcoming updates for live games, and keep watching after the show concludes for a deeper look at some of the upcoming games. For a full rundown of all the day's highlights once the show concludes, visit Ubisoft News. So we have a 30-minute pre-show and a post-show. Got it. But the main event is Ubisoft Forward starting at 12 p.m. And so far, I don't see anything that indicates the Division 2 is going to be represented in that 1 hour time slot. But I think if we're lucky, we'll see the game represented in that 30-minute pre-show slot. But hold that thought, we're not done. So this post put out just a short time ago on Twitter is what sealed the deal for me. This is what makes me think we're not going to see anything on the Division 2 inside the Ubisoft Forward event. So on the surface here, if you look at the image, it says watch Ubisoft Forward for Twitch drops. True, but not for those masks. So let's look a little closer. Exciting news, join us at Ubisoft Forward on June 10th and watch the post show to grab exclusive Twitch drops. Unlock the Modern Deco Mask and Neo Deco Mask only during the event. More details here, so let's click on that. Okay, here's the more details. So earn some new drip for your agent while learning more about what's to come for Year 6 Season 1 during this year's Ubisoft Forward post-show. So again, Monday, June 10th, during the post-show event. We'll skip to how to earn the rewards, but go down to the note here. It says these awards will be given for time spent watching the Ubisoft Forward post-show. Time watched during the main event will not count towards the mask rewards. So grab some snacks, get ready for some sweet deets on Year 6, Season 1, and get your agent those golden masks. Hopefully you've connected the dots by now, but just in case, let me just cover what this is just revealed. So in the post-show, we're gonna get the details for Year 6, Season 1. I assume the Division 2 is not the only thing in the post-show, but our 3 to 5 minutes of fame is gonna be there. But all the attention to detail around this being a post-show feature, the emphasis around that makes me think we're not gonna see anything on the Division 2 during the Ubisoft Forward event, which is absolutely crazy because we have a DLC that's around 7-8 months away. But maybe that's too far away to be represented in the show. Maybe that means all the attention on the Division 2 around what's coming gets rolled over to next year, next Ubisoft Forward. And this is all speculation. I do not know for sure, but I'm deducing that all we're gonna get is Year 6 Season 1 details, which we basically know from the PTS. Is there going to be more than that? Well, I do recall the CEO expressing concern around the casual announcement of the Division 3. So it's possible we might see a splash on that. I admit I was following a few threads on Twitter that sort of got my hopes up, or at least had my curiosity high, until I got the final breadcrumbs today. But check out this one. So Lisa, aka Boo, one of the last things I worked on before I left Ubisoft. It may have changed since then, but I hope people will enjoy what the team has in store. That sounds exciting. Sounds like they were working on some really cool stuff behind the scenes, and we know that Ubisoft keeps things close to the chest and forces that on massive, so we don't see anything until basically it's time to launch it. Anyways, Lisa was saying this as part of the Ubisoft Forward event, but because she's not with Ubisoft, I doubt she knows what's actually happening with any reveals. But Morten Ryberg replies, remember Morten? He used to lead the Division 2 for quite some time, but now he's also no longer with Ubisoft or Massive. But he states, I hope it shares some of the things that I know of. The team deserves the spotlight. So Ubisoft Forward aside, that's confirmation that they're working on some pretty cool things. Okay, so Stein Cardinal on June 1st posted, I hope Ubisoft will dedicate more than just 3 to 5 minutes to the Division 2. Morten replies, very few games get more than 5 to 7 minutes. That's reasonable. When a show is 60 minutes and has to address Ubisoft's entire target group, it needs to be short and to the point. Facts, sure, but with such a dedicated player base, will the Division 2 even see 3 minutes? Stein is asking, Morten doesn't know, the rest of us are curious. We're gonna find out soon, aren't we? Morten put up a post on his own that said, on June 10th, referring to Ubisoft Forward, people I like to call friends get the chance they deserve to present their hard work at the main event of the year. Big congrats, and he does a shout out to Yannick and some of the others. Very excited to see what you are cooking. Again, remember Morten's no longer with Ubisoft, and we don't know what details he's sitting on, but that was on June 1st, and it's now June 7th, and the latest details released within hours all points to we're not going to see anything on the Division 2 during the Ubisoft Forward event. I'm talking about the main event, the 60 minutes. It looks like the Division 2 is going to get pushed only to the post-show and will primarily maybe just be focused on Year 6 Season 1, which for the most part, we already have those details. We're gonna see some other things too, maybe the apparel event details, maybe some of those quality of life fixes, maybe. But otherwise, we know what gear is coming. And did the devs listen to our feedback? Is it gonna be better than what we saw during the PTS? Time will tell, but I need to know, am I crazy? Am I reading too much into this? Because I feel like the dots are connecting themselves here. I don't know. Let me know what you think below, and I will see you on the 10th. Let's see what happens together in real time. Thank you for hanging out with me today. My name is Tuxedo Bandido, and this was another episode of The Division 2. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on the fantastic experiences waiting for you in The Division 2. And if you like builds like this, check out the recommended build video I have here for you. If you have anything you want to see covered, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make everything possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be without you.
When you buy a game from Ubisoft, enter the creator code Tuxedo Bandido to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Follow me.
I get it.